Guided by Insight: The Role of Behavioral Data in Strengthening Faith and Spiritual Communities, by Behavioral Data Solutions. Hello everyone, my name is Chuck Lovett, and I am going to be discussing with you today the advantages of behavioral data analysis by Behavioral Data Solutions to strengthen your faith-based or spiritual organization. So what is behavioral analysis? Behavioral analysis in this context is simply the study of how people participate, engage, and interact with a spiritual community. It helps us understand not just what we think people need, but what their actual actions, preferences, opinions, and experiences tell us. Although behavioral analysis is widely used in psychology, organizational leadership, and community development, its principles also apply seamlessly to spiritual and faith-based settings. For example, rather than relying on assumptions, behavioral analysis seeks to understand why individuals participate in certain gatherings, rituals, or educational offerings. What motivates commitment to a spiritual community or tradition? How people engage with communal activities, learning circles, service projects, or cultural observances. What barriers hinder deeper involvement, comfort, or sustained participation? And finally, which experiences members find most meaningful, welcoming, or spiritually supportive? Spiritual communities thrive when leaders can clearly perceive the needs, preferences, and lived realities of their members. Regardless of tradition, every spiritual and faith-based community strives to serve its members. Behavioral analysis from Behavioral Data Solutions gives us a clearer picture of what people value, what challenges they face, and how we can support them more effectively. Analysis of this data helps identify needs, preferences, challenges, and opportunities. It connects the organization's mission with the lived experiences of its members. So let's take a few minutes and talk about just some of the ways behavioral analysis by Behavioral Data Solutions can potentially help your spiritual or faith-based organization become more effective and efficient at what you do. First, we'll start with improved decision-making. Leaders of spiritual and faith-based communities regularly face questions such as: why do participation levels fluctuate? Which programs are most beneficial or meaningful? What helps newcomers feel welcomed? Why do some individuals remain deeply engaged while others seem to drift away? Behavioral analysis from Behavioral Data Solutions will convert these questions into measurable, understandable patterns by examining attendance, involvement in study or reflection groups, participation in services or community projects, and responses to surveys. Leaders can identify trends that shape better decisions. These insights help leaders allocate resources wisely, refine existing offerings, and design new programs that better support the entire community. Next, enhancing member engagement and sense of belonging. A core purpose of spiritual communities is to provide belonging, connection, and mutual support. A sense of belonging is essential in any spiritual community. Behavioral analysis reveals the factors that help individuals feel included and the obstacles that make participation challenging. It helps understand how welcoming our spaces truly feel, how newcomers experience their first visits, and where social or cultural barriers may exist. By identifying these factors, behavioral data solutions can help leaders create more inclusive pathways for connection, engagement, and meaningful participation. Next, supporting volunteers and leadership. Nearly all faith-based and spiritual communities rely on volunteers, facilitators, and lay leaders. These individuals play critical roles in guiding gatherings, managing logistics, supporting rituals, and organizing community activities. However, burnout, unclear expectations, and inconsistent participation can present challenges. Behavioral data can offer insights that often remain unspoken in informal settings. Leaders can then create more sustainable, supportive systems, ensuring that service remains a source of meaning rather than fatigue. Strengthened volunteer structures contribute directly to organizational resilience and continuity. Another way we can help you? Enhanced outreach and community presence. To serve the wider community effectively, spiritual organizations must understand how they are perceived and where needs exist. Behavioral analysis from Behavioral Data Solutions can reveal which events resonate most, how community members discover the organization, and what unmet needs remain by identifying where outreach is working and where adjustments can strengthen impact. These insights also shape meaningful outreach strategies that align with local culture and community life. Lastly, behavioral analysis can help you enrich education and spiritual development. Spiritual development looks different for everyone. Behavioral analysis helps leaders understand which topics, formats, or learning styles resonate with participants. This ensures education and spiritual programs remain relevant, welcoming, and supportive across different generations and backgrounds. Now, the way we best accomplish all of this for you is through member and participant surveys. A professionally prepared member and participant survey by Behavioral Data Solutions can be among the most valuable tools for gathering behavioral insights. Surveys give individuals a voice, allowing them to share honest feedback, express needs, and help shape the future of the community. When conducted regularly, surveys reveal trends, measure progress, and guide long-term planning, and are one of the most powerful tools available. They let members express their needs honestly and help leaders understand the full community more clearly. These scientifically based professional surveys from Behavioral Data Solutions offer direct insight into participants' experiences, anonymity, which encourages honesty, organization-wide reach, capturing diverse perspectives, baseline data for long-term assessment, and the ability to track patterns, trends, and community needs over time. At Behavioral Data Solutions, we are experts with years of experience with design and implementation of these types of surveys. Okay, so let me make sure I've made my point about the advantages of behavioral analysis from Behavioral Data Solutions for your faith-based or spiritual organizations. Our behavioral analysis gives faith-based and spiritual organizations a compassionate, systematic way to understand the people they serve. By examining participation patterns, gathering honest feedback, and assessing real behaviors rather than assumptions, leaders can make thoughtful decisions and strengthen community life and honor the organization's mission. Member and participant surveys are essential tools in this process, providing the insights needed to understand motivations, challenges, and opportunities for deeper connection. Behavioral analysis by Behavioral Data Solutions helps ensure that spiritual communities remain welcoming, relevant, and reflective of the people who gather within them. In a world of shifting expectations and diverse perspectives, integrating behavioral analysis is not merely a practical improvement. It is a meaningful expression of stewardship, empathy, and commitment to communal well-being. Well, I hope you have found our time together today to be informative and enlightening. I think you can tell we are very proud of the service we provide and our ability to help organizations like yours become more effective and efficient. Thank you for your time and attention. If you have any questions or want to talk more about how we could use behavioral data analysis to get vital information you need to have about your organization, call me today and set up a no-obligation consultation. You can reach me at 775-722-7566, or you can email us at behavioraldatasolutions@gmail.com. You can also fill out a contact form on our website at behavioraldatasolutions.com. I hope to hear from you soon. Let's get you some answers.